Hello again. So, if you want to create a really authentic employer brand, great photography is the first starting point. And that's because, of course, we're as human beings so visually focused, and therefore it's going to be one of the most impactful elements of your campaign. So, definitely ditch the stock photography, and in that way, you need to create your own. So, David, what sort of top tips have you got for doing that successfully?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. I think photography, perhaps above all areas, is where quality counts. So view it as an investment and invest in professional photography. Don't try and do it all yourself on your smartphone. It shows, unfortunately, it'll undermine all the other good work you're doing. So invest in a professional photographer to come and do some fantastic, photography for you. Your marketing team might well have photographers that they use. They might be retained or be operating on a lower than open market rate because they're doing a lot of work for you. So talk to them about their availability. Or you might be lucky and you might have pre-existing corporate photography that you can dip into. But if you haven't, find your photographer and first things first, write a really good brief. What kind of tone are you trying to reflect? What kind of messages, what are you trying to convey? Is it teamwork? Is it friendliness? Is it diversity? Make sure you get that brief really well written out. Think about what kind of images you're going to need as well. Are you going to need headshots? Do you need people in a certain environment, or do you need kind of group shots of people together in a reportage style? So give these things some thought before you start thinking about who you're going to photograph.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, how should you choose who you're going to actually take shots of? Yeah,
That's very good.
What's the best
who should you
kind of
choose?
tip there?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's got to be people who are comfortable on camera. I think so. You don't want to be kind of shoveling people into a room on the day, just saying, just stand there and smile. It'll look stilted and painful. You want people who are well briefed, are up for this, are passionate about it, and are comfortable on camera. So send out a message to your business saying we're looking for really great people who are comfortable being photographed, and then plan really carefully. Make sure there's plenty of diversity in the range of people you're photographing, and make sure you've got plenty of subjects. So what a mistake I've seen before is when we just shoot 3 people and 2 of them leave the business 3 months later, so you've wasted all your money and you have to shoot all over again. You don't want to be doing that. So make sure there's a diversity in the type of people, and also plenty of choice, basically. And then finally, make sure that you are being really careful with your planning. Do a recce, find the right places, indoors and outdoors, to shoot in. If your premises aren't that fantastic, you might want to think about shooting in a studio and just doing kind of people shots, but doing them perhaps with a backdrop. But it's all in the planning. You want to get the best out of your day with your photographer. It's all in the planning.
Yeah. God, that old expression comes to mind, doesn't it? Plan to fail, fail to plan. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, you know the one I mean. But absolutely, you need to have a great plan. So absolutely, thank you everyone for joining us today. It's really great to have you with us. And of course, as ever, if you really like this video, please do think to share, comment, whatever feels good for you. But also, thank you so much for your time. And please do let us know, as ever, if you have any subjects that you'd love us to cover on your behalf. Thanks again,
everybody.
everyone. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.